Hey guys, hope you're feeling hungry. It's time to head back down to the factory in Chocolatier Decadence by Design. Hi guys, welcome back to another week of Chocolatier Decadence by Design. Right, so we are going to just come over here for one moment because I have to click on OBS in order to start it, and then I forget to click back on the game screen. Ever the professional. First of all, I would like to thank my lovely patrons, to Last Lisa, Cow Home, TC Loves Games, Pixel Crash Music, Will's Toy Clearance, and Duncan Land 1. I am getting better at remembering your names, so yay me! Right, so last time we had just made and delivered 20 cases of chocolate bars with peanuts, and we have now been tasked with making another 30. So we are going to go to this market, and we're not going to buy the peanuts here because they don't sell them, but to continue on from last week's ramblings about prices, with this game, if you hover over, as you can see the prices underneath, but if you hover over the actual item, you can see here the prices. So I don't actually remember buying any of those, that's weird. Right, so it tells you that obviously it tells you when you previously bought it, or it tells you where you previously bought it, sorry. It tells you the prices you previously bought it for, so it tells you the highest price and the lowest price. Unfortunately, it doesn't tell you when you bought it, so it doesn't say, you know, August, July, April, or any helpful information. The reason this is helpful information is because these products are seasonal, so of course the prices go up and down depending on what time of year it is. So that is helpful information to have, of course, but it doesn't tell you that. So that is something that if you want to cheat and you want to do it that way, that is fine. There are probably quite a few places on Google that you could go have a look for a walkthrough for, which will give you details of those things. So as you can see with the sugar, if I was to buy it here, this would be the most expensive that I could get it for. Same with the milk, same with the caramel, but with the almonds, this is actually the cheapest that we've seen them for. So we're definitely going to get another 30 of those, and you can immediately see the price difference. So we are going to, we've got enough to make those with, and then we're going to head down here because I believe this is the only other place that does peanuts. Yes, there we go. So, oof. These are actually the most expensive that we've seen them for. Same with the cacao. This is actually, worryingly, this is the cheapest we've seen hazelnuts so far. But we are actually running very low on sugar, and that is quite a decent price. So we are just gonna buy another 200 sacks of that. We are going to buy 15 of those, and the reason being that we are going to make those ones, sell them, and then see what we're left with. I don't know how I got these ones. Oh right, these are the ones we made last time. I forget it. Right, so we're going to sell off some chocolates here as well. So we've got a bit more money now. And then we're going to head back here change the factory to peanuts again, and then hopefully, well, they're either going to be more expensive or they're going to be cheaper. There's only one way of knowing. Oh, there we go. So in doing so, this is probably one of the best little cheats, is that if you don't feel like you're really getting a good price for these, you can always go away and come back. As I say, haggling is not always a good idea because they don't always take too kindly to it, which is understandable because you are basically telling them that you don't believe that their wares are worth the price that they're selling them for. And to be fair, in real life there are probably places that you would agree that that is the case, but in the case of the game, they're not too happy with that. So we should have enough now. There we go. And so she's very happy with those. Listen, I understand that Verena has been stocking all kinds of new ingredients. I imagine you may find, or you may just find, some new useful things on your next visit. So that will be down here, and he does indeed. Hello, Mrs. Rebel. You're just the person I've been looking for. I happen to have a glut of sugar I'm trying to offload. That would be typical. We literally just bought 200 sacks. Be willing to exchange 1,000 sacks of sugar for me 18 cases of chocolate bars with mint. Feel like making a deal? And yes, I just realised that this isn't actually the person she was talking about, so I don't know where that was, but we're going to gloss over that. We're just going to pretend. So, why yes, I would absolutely love to make 18 chocolate bars with mint for you, and this is actually the cheapest that we've seen caramel for, so we're going to buy some more of that to keep the stocks going. Buy another more, so we're making something on the way up there. And at some point we should probably buy some more cacao, because otherwise we're not going to be making anything, so we need to stop up here as well. And that is the most amazing price I've possibly ever seen cacao for. So we are probably maybe gonna stock up on that much, which doesn't leave us with a lot. But we do also have stuff to sell, so that's okay. And we're back. We're back again, it's fine. As long as you've got enough to make the trips, you're alright. The other thing is that it's only on this particular line here, this red line, where you can buy cacao. So these are really, I think possibly this place as well, and possibly Lima, are the only places that you can actually get cacao. So it doesn't leave you with a lot of options, sort of depending on where you are. This place down here can be very easily ignored, but this trip can be quite a long way, so always make sure that you have enough money to get to where you need to go, basically. There is a story behind that one. It was the first time that I had made... oh, we've got some new ones. So this is Verena. I've never really paid attention until now. So we're gonna... maybe not buy that many lemons. maybe we'll just start with 5. We can buy a few more oranges because they're not actually as expensive. Maybe buy 20 oranges. People like oranges. Yeah, so there is a slightly amusing story to that one, and it was the first time I had created a recipe eek spoilers, I had made it. There's one we want. And in the process of basically I outpriced myself. I bought expensive ingredients to make them with, thinking that that would make me the most money. It did for a while, until I got to the point where I actually was only making what I was spending what I was making, essentially, which resulted in me being stuck in the port, making the chocolates, selling the chocolates, making the chocolates, selling the chocolates, and this continued probably for about 5 to 10 minutes before I realised that I was never going to get out of that port, and in fact I was stuck because I was spending the money that I made from selling the chocolates on buying more ingredients to make the chocolates with, and I wasn't actually getting enough money to leave, so that was a bit of a pickle. So it doesn't always pay to make the most expensive chocolates that you can for that time, because yeah, sometimes you do end up just trapping yourself within the game. I believe I had also taken out some loans at that point. I'd gotten a little bit desperate, and unfortunately the loans literally did not pay off either. So as soon as I made any money, they were then, oh, we'll have that, and yeah, I got stuck again. Right, so we have now made those 18 bars of chocolate. He's very happy with those, and now we have 1,000 sacks of sugar, which is just typical because sugar is the cheapest it's been in ages. Wouldn't that be the luck? Milk's actually the most expensive, same as caramel, same as everything here. So we're not going to buy anything. We shall just go poke Felix with a sharp stick and see how he's getting on. Spoken with some of the members of the board. We are impressed with how you've managed things so far. However, before we will be able to completely put our trust in you, we're going to need to see some evidence of your creative abilities as well. So I haven't spoiled it too much. We've been building a secret test kitchen in Iceland, far away from the watchful eyes of our competitors. This is where you will have the chance to invent your own recipes to bring to the market. Go to Iceland now. My nephew Teddy will welcome you. Grab 1 sack of each of whatever ingredients you are carrying and explain more. Okay, so I don't really want to do this, but the only way to get enough is to buy that many. We're also gonna go over here and sell the ones that we've got. So yeah, if we go in here, they will take 1 sack of everything that I've got in my inventory. So when you're doing this, it's always best to have as many different ingredients in your inventory at one time. I'll kind of need an almond as well, don't I? Oops. Also, if you yeah, so that you can also cheat a little bit, where if you're in a port, as long as you can buy the ingredients that you need, if you just sort of go into the market or even go into the chocolate shop, you can basically just buy like a sack each time, and it'll just continue cycling, and you can actually just make all the chocolates and then sell them. You don't even have to go back to the factory, or fly to the other ports, but I could probably explain that in a way that makes more sense later. So we are going to go here, to Reykjavik, we are going to make some chocolates. Uncle Felix speaks highly of you. We have a sophisticated operation here where you are able to create your own recipes. We offer feedback on the marketability of your inventions, and you can name and design your products. Once your recipes are entered into the corporate recipe book, you will be free to manufacture and of course sell your own creations. With success, you'll be given the chance to create more recipes and stay on track to earn the board's endorsement as CEO. Looks like you have some new ingredients we haven't seen before. We'll grab 1 sack of each and be available to use in our test kitchens. Yes, so basically if you've got new stuff in your inventory, they will go, oh, I can see that you've got some new stuff. We'll take that into the kitchen, thank you, and you can use that to make your recipes with, which is what he's just done. So it's if you happen to know that you haven't been here for a little while and there's loads of new ingredients out, which there usually is at the start of the game, sort of gather as many of those as possible. You only need 1 sack. Gather as many of those as possible, just so that you don't you've got more options and you don't have to keep coming back and forth so often. So we are going to start with, as you can see, we don't have many ingredients, but you can see that there are quite a few different options. This one is the most. So we're gonna make something. We're gonna make something simple, I think. Trouble is, you're not really left with many combinations, but I know that this one does work well. So if once you've selected your ingredients, you can then taste it, and you can usually tell by this. This is what he's saying. So you can usually tell by this whether it's going to be good or bad or not. If you press start over, it will get rid of all of these, and you can start again. But if you press next step, like we're about to do, you will then come to this amazing screen, and then you get to choose the colours, and then you get to choose the toppings and the patterns, and then the name, and then this is the bit I geek out at. So we are going to go for a sort of milky chocolatey colour, so that's going to be that one. Actually, to be fair, it doesn't have any sugar in it whatsoever, which could be so it's actually probably going to be quite dark, isn't it, I suppose? So we are gonna have a nice, I think a nice thin band of orange going through it would look quite nice. You can sort of choose the patterning of the top of it. We're just going to go with plain, and then you can choose these bits, so sort of what's stuck on the top of it. So this one's sort of good if you're making like a cream kind of thing, and you sort of just got these funky patterns. This one, honeycomb, obviously. We've got some sparkly bits, so we're going to do these for the almonds and sort of give them more of an almondy colour. I'd say that's sort of more of an almondy colour, isn't it? So, oh, apologies for that horrible noise. That was my wrist. Right, so we are running quite over in this one, but we're going to finish this one, and then we're going to finish this chocolate bar, and then we're going to call it. So I think we should call this very plain and simple orange almond bar, mostly because you can hear me typing, and I can imagine that noise is probably not the best. It's a very loud keyboard. So dark chocolate bar with an orange center. And there's not enough for almonds. With almonds. There we go. Right, so we can. Oh, I should probably put, you know, some kind of. There we go. So we then add the recipe, and then it will give you this message: are you sure you want to add this recipe to your recipe book? Adding a recipe will permanently use up one of your available spaces. Yes, yes we do. So as you can see, we've got 12 spaces in total, so we've just used one. This is great because it will also show you what we have in stock, and currently we have the most of cacao, really. There's not much else. This is the finished product, and then this is what it looks like. So that is it. So I'm going to leave it there for the moment. Thank you guys for watching. We're going to move over to this screen, and yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this. I definitely have. It's really been nice playing this game again. Yeah, so thank you again to all my patrons. And I will see you all soon. Bye bye.